Hey, guys. Um, I just want to say I'm sorry. I haven't been uploading in a long time. And as you can see, we're doing the 10 subscriber special, which actually we currently have 12, but we're doing the 10 subscriber special. What if Deku was the Doomslayer? Now, before we get into it, I just want to say I'm sorry I haven't been uploading. I've been having some personal stuff going on, school, and we've been trying to move. And stuff about a girl I like. I'm not even gonna get into it. So this one I am super excited about because I am a let's just say I'm really into Doom. I have my computer out for this, like recordings of a lot of stuff. Like I got Testmans, Dr. Elena. I literally have a list of all the demons and stuff. We're getting into this. So this one, I just want to say, when he's in hell or whatever, he is actually where the games took place. The Doom Eternal's 2016 games, Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. So without further ado, let's get into the what if, shall we? Start off with Izuku Midoriya. He's 4 years old, and when he goes to the quirk doctor, the doctor says, "Well, Mrs. Midoriya, your son here is quirkless. But there's something different about him." Mrs. Midoriya is confused. "What do you mean?" "Your son, being quirkless, for some reason is different from other children. He's a little bit stronger and faster than the rest of them. We think it's some sort of mutation of a quirk. So he has a small strength enhancement, but we don't think it's anything special. So, again, he's just quirkless." So they just diss him off as quirkless. And of course Izuku's and was sad about this. And Bakugo does bully him, but not as much, because he's still stronger and faster than a normal human. And we're skipping to where he's 10 years old. Izuku is actually a pretty good size. He doesn't work out as much. Like, he does work out, but, like, to an extent. Like, he isn't, like, heavy working out. No, he isn't Goku or anything. So, or like Rock Lee. Oh my god. Oh, what if Deku was Rock Lee? Ooh, that's an idea. Ooh, okay. Comment down below if you want to see that. Alright. And Izuku is walking to school. He's out in the streets and he sees Bakugo with some guy. He's confused and he walks up. Says, "Hey, Kachan, what's up?" When Kosuke looks over to him, he sees his eyes are filled with fear. Then he realizes that he's being mugged. He sees the gun in the villain's hands. As then Izuku, without even thinking, runs over to the guy and grabs the gun, trying to pull it out of his hand. The two have a struggle. The mugger saying, "Damn it, kid, get the hell out of here!" As he kicks him down as the villain kicks down Midoriya and starts beating him. Bakugo, completely frozen. Then he hears Midoriya saying, "Help!" As then Bakugo snaps out of it and tries to go for an attack. Bakugo then punches the mugger in the face, villain, whatever you want to call him. And then the mugger tries to shoot Bakugo. Deku sees this, then he gets up, was able to push Bakugo out of the way, then gets shot right in the heart. The guy's quirk is a small teleportation quirk. Then says, "Oh shit, I gotta get out of here." As then he teleports away onto a nearby building and runs, like the coward he is. But not without leaving a little bit of evidence for the police to find. Deku is then sitting there, gut shot, slowly dialing for the cops, dying. Bakugo is terrified. He runs over to Zuko, saying, "Deku, please. Zuko, please don't leave me. Please, please, please." He's desperate. He's trying to apologize for everything he's done. He's desperate. As then Zuko is smiling, kind of laughing, while coughing up a little bit of blood. "You know, I'm happy." Bakugo's confused. Deku said, "I thought you forgot my name or something. It's been so long since I heard you call me that." "I forgive you, Bakugo. Please, become a hero." As then he slowly fades away. Bakugo bursts out in tears and yells. People heard the gunshot, and there's some pedestrians seeing what happened. They call the cops, and the cops get here. Bakugo's being questioned as he has blood all over his hands and some on his face, along with 2 streaks seeing where he cried. As while they're loading up Izuku's body, something happens. His body starts shaking. His veins pop out with red rage. Then, boom, his body exploded. Gore and blood everywhere. Everybody's terrified. Terrorized? No, what's the word? Horrified, that's it. Everybody's horrified. Creaky chair. Everybody's horrified. They just see guts everywhere. Then the blood starts flowing. It's one spot on the street. And as the blood starts glowing, a bright crimson red, showing a symbol. Then the symbol slowly fades away, back into a giant puddle of blood. I think my voice is getting a little bit too low. In a giant puddle of blood. Bakugo, seeing the symbol, is then memorized the symbol. It's practically burned into his memory. He can never forget the day they lost his best friend. Got to Izuku. As then he hears a voice saying, "It is not your time. Wake up, Doomslayer." As then he wakes up, feeling completely different, having these weird, strange memories. He remembers being someone else, like another life. Then he looks around, sirens blaring, fire everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but around the room. He hears screams, roars. He looks over, seeing that he's naked, really naked, and really buff, and really covered in scars, and really chained onto a stone table. He looks up, seeing the symbol, glowing red. Then he hears a growl, or like a moan, whatever. Looks over, seeing some sort of zombie. Lunges for him, trying to attack Zuko. But Deku was able to break out of his chains, grab the guy by his head, and starts smashing his skull into the side of the tomb. He breaks out fully of the stone bed, and looks to his right. No, left. He sees a gun and picks it up. And then 3 more of the zombies are in the room. He shoots them all in the head with point blank accuracy, however you say it. He's confused. What the hell happened? Where am I? Who am I? What am I? He remembers his life as Zuko Midoriya, but his life as someone else. He remembers so much blood, death, and rage. For some reason, he feels so angry. Then he goes over to open the door. There's a small terminal. Clicks it, and holograms start popping up. A girl, or a woman, is walking up to a table with a serious look on her face. A hologram covers what looks like a tomb, making it look like it's closed, with people bowing to it. Looks like they're worshiping it. As the woman says, "We need to contain this." If you don't catch on yet, this is the beginning of the 2013 Doom game. So, Izuku does get the Praetor suit, talks to Dr. Samuel Hayden, blah blah blah, he goes to hell. And, hold on. He eventually sees the Doomslayer testaments. But instead of just listening to them and be on his way, the testaments start cracking and they disappear to dust. Deku just disses this off. As Vega says, "If you wish to listen to them again, I have recorded their context, and you can listen to them whenever you want on a database." Zuko says, "Thanks." Well, he doesn't say it, but he gives a nod. Because in this, what if Deku's practically mute? As then he continues onto his bloodbath journey. Oh my god, this is what time is it? It's almost 10 o'clock. I need to go to bed soon. Probably, I don't know. So then he goes through and the timeline, or not timeline, what? In Deku's world, by the way, this is, obviously soon. In Deku's world, it's been 2 years since Deku died. People have heard about his story, and around his neighborhood, he's seen as a hero who sacrificed himself for his best friend. Ever since Deku died, Bakugo has been nicer to people. Less of a dick. I mean, he's still kind of a dick. He still shouts and stuff, but he's kind of kept it on down low. One day, by the way, he's 12. It's been 2 years, so he's 12. And on his way to school, not on his way to school, but on his way home, he walks by the small memorial for Deku. It's where Deku died. There's some flowers, some new, some old, and a picture of Zuko. Every day, Bakugo comes by and puts a water bottle and a little bit of food there. He knows a homeless guy lives around here and eats the food, so he's kind of okay with it. He's kind of pissed off, but it's alright. Kind of help feeding him, He then speaks to Izuku. "Hey, Izuku. The math test was today. It was kind of easy. I knew you would have aced it. You've always been smart like that. I just wish there was some sign that you're still alive. I know somehow you're alive. Even if your body literally exploded, I know you're alive somehow. That symbol was some sort of sign that you're alive. I know. starts breaking down in tears. Please, give me another sign, Zuko. Please, please. As then, nothing happens. Bakugo then walks home. Getting there, Mitsuki, or Bakugo's mother, who is actually divorced in this what if, says, Katsuki, get in here. Katsuki, then, or Bakugo, then walks in and sees Auntie Midoriya, Inko Midoriya. Inko. He says, Auntie, what are you doing here? Inko then looks over as they're watching the news. The news is talking about how some stones have been miraculously appearing. A total of, 6, 7? I don't know how many there are. As they've had, some sort of recordings on them. As it shows a picture of all the stones. As Bakugo sees the symbol, he says aloud, Deku? Inko is... he doesn't say Deku, he says, Izuku? Inko's confused, saying, what, Katsuki? As he says, when his body, the blood made some sort of symbol and glowed red. That's the symbol, but it had 4 things around it. Wait, does it have the 4 things on it? Oh no, wait, it does. Never mind. It has the same symbol, except it was glowing red. Katsuki, Inko surprised by this. Mitsuki, however you want to pronounce her name, Bakugo's mother, says, Katsuki, please don't joke around like this. Bakugo says, I'm not lying. I saw it. As then, the news says that they're about to play the recordings. And I'm about to play the recordings right now. I'm probably gonna go get me something a little bit to eat. So if you hear any beeps from the microwave or crunchings from eating potato chips, I'm sorry. I'm hungry. I forgot to eat dinner. So yeah, just listen. Hold on. Gotta prep it. Alright, listen to this. Oh, wait, I didn't turn up my Chromebook.
Seeking vengeance against the Dark Lords who his name deep in the tablets of hell across eons, and each battle etched terror in the hearts of the demons. They knew he would come, as he always had, as he always will, to feast on the blood of the wicked, for he alone could draw strength from his fallen foes, and ever his power grew, swift and unrelenting. None could stand before the horde but the Doomslayer. Despair spread before him like a plague, striking fear into the shadow dwellers, driving them to deeper and darker pits. But from the depths of the abyss rose the Great One, a champion mightier than all who had come before. The Titan of immeasurable power and ferocity, he strode upon the plain and faced the Doomslayer, and a mighty battle was fought on the desolate plains. The Titan fought with the fury of the countless that had fallen at the Doomslayer's hand. But there fell the Titan, and in his defeat, the Shadow Horde were routed. And in his terrible rancor between worlds and through time, the Hellwalker found the wretch who shall not be named, but in his heresy was loyal to his evil cause. The wretch adorned the Doomslayer in a mighty armor, wrought in the forges of hell, impenetrable and unyielding, with sword and shield of adamantine strength. The Doomslayer set to banishing all that were left unbroken by his savagery to the void. Yet as the mighty Titan fell, and dread engulfed the armies of doom, the demon priests of the blood temples laid a trap to capture the scourge of hell, insatiable even by the vanquishing of the Great One. The Hellwalker sought prey in the tombs of the Blood Keep, and blinded by his fervor, the lure drew him in. The priests brought down the temple upon the Doomslayer, and in his defeat entombed him in the cursed sarcophagus. The mark of the Doomslayer was burned upon his crypt, a warning to all of hell that the terror within must never be freed. There he lies still, and evermore in silent suffering.
Oh, it's done. Alright. Sorry, playing Skyrim. Playing Skyrim eating potato chips. That's a duo. Alright. So, as the Bakugo family and Inko listen to the recording, they're dumbfounded, or just amazed, confused, whatever the word is. They're all wondering, what does this have to do with Midoriya? What does this guy have to do with Midoriya? So they just diss it off. Well, Inko and Bakugo's mother did, but Bakugo, he's still trying to figure out, what does this have to do with Deku? Out of everybody, what does this guy have to do with Deku? This guy is supposed to be a man of rage, but Deku is a person of kindness, isn't he? He thinks about this for days upon days. Then we cut to Midoriya. It's been like almost a year since the whole entire thing happened, and we're in the middle of Doom Eternal. He's already been through 2016. He already killed you know who, and he's done all that. and he's currently going through the one place, I forgot the name of it, and he found the recordings of Dr. Elena Richardson, but instead they're on a tablet. And when he listened to the recordings, he put it down. He was able to copy the information from the tablet. All like 4 recordings? 4, I think they're, no, 5 recordings. No, 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Yeah, 4 recordings. And he was able to download the context, and now he can listen to him whenever he wants. And he looks over and sees a strange machine. He presses a button, and a small portal opens up, sucking the tablet. He's like, well, that happened. And he just disses off, thinking it's not important. The portal was a portal to his world, because they were trying to find out, they were analyzing the sarcophagus and trying to find out what happened when the Doomslayer was in the sarcophagus. Because the sarcophagus was there. And if you're wondering, how is Izuku, Izuku, if he's the Doomslayer? See, when he was in the sarcophagus, his soul, his spirit, the person himself, was sent to the My Hero Academia world, reborn as Izuku Midoriya. But when Deku died, his soul had to go back to the Doomslayer. So Deku is actually technically the reincarnation of the Doomslayer. And the Doomslayer was reawakened, and technically the Doomslayer is now the reincarnation of the Doomslayer and Izuku. It's confusing, I know, but I just thought it'd work. So now we got to Principal Nezu, who was the person who found the previous stones, and he's been researching them ever since, trying to figure out who this Doom guy or Doomslayer is. As then a portal opens up, as he's walking out of UA trying to go home. Portal opens up, and a tablet hits him in the head. He's confused, and he looks at the tablet, and he sees the symbol, the green symbol. He rushes back in, calling a couple of the teachers, including Midnight, Azawa, and President Mike. Who else? King Vlad? Or Vlad King? Vlad King, I think. Yeah. And he calls him and tells them he found this. And they all think it somehow goes with the stones, because they've listened to the stones as well. Practically everyone in Japan has learned about the stones. And there's been a lot about theories, like game theories and all that stupid stuff on the internet. And what they're doing now is they're about to listen to it. And then they play and Nezu. Crap. God, I suck at this. I'm so sorry if I suck at this. Nezu plays looks at the tablet, finds recordings, and he plays the recordings while everyone listens to it. So, you're about to listen to the recordings right now. I hope you like it. And, yeah, if there's background music and stuff, it's like a live game stuff, so, yeah. By the way, the recordings and stuff were not... I didn't make the recordings. See, the Testaments was from How About Because? Literally, How About Because made the Doomslayer Testaments, so shout out to him. And Otaku Man 23 is the Elena Richardson thing. So here's Dr. Elena Richardson taking it away. Why am I typing this to play the audio? I'm gonna go back to my Skyrim.
This is is Dr. Elena Richardson, log entry 002. Subject analysis of Doomslayer, January 24th, 2163. There is no chance that the subject is a demon. We have blood samples pulled from the Mars base event that show his blood type is AB positive. He is male with a genome that makes him very much a member of the human race. But the enhanced strength, speed, and athleticism would indicate otherwise. But we can see from the blood samples that there are foreign bodies present of unknown origin. I cannot, as a contributing member of the scientific community, agree with the assumption by some of my colleagues that he is, for lack of a better word, a god, an avenging angel, the right hand of doom, here to save humanity from its sins. But I cannot ignore that the timing of his arrival, the identity of his enemies, the fire and brimstone element to this catastrophe we currently find ourselves in it has definitely shaken my scientific resolve. This is Dr. Elena Richardson, log entry 005, subject analysis of Doomslayer, February 2nd, 2163. Maybe he is a god. Maybe he represents humankind's rage, their will to persevere, to overcome that which would threaten our survival. He is uncompromising, a relentless being of violence that knows no mention of the hesitation shown by our many leaders and politicians during our time of judgment. Can he overcome them alone? If he can't, we as a species, all species, will not survive. Elena Richardson, log entry 006, February 9th, 2163. The only thing they fear is him. We watched as the Horde overwhelmed the very best and most advanced machinery and weapons technology that we could muster against the opposition. It was useless. They moved too quickly. They cared not for themselves, only sought out the blood of humanity. They were willing to sacrifice their own to get to the heart of our world. We slaughtered thousands and millions more followed. But then he came. He cut through them like a sickle through a field. His fury surpassing their own. He is faster, more relentless. I believe him now to be more than just a man. He is Doom. This is Dr. Elena Richardson, log entry 007, March 3rd, 2163. And with him lies our salvation. For as he gains in strength, so do they fall in numbers. The priests command the armies to the north and south, but he controls the fight. The inner circle of death is where he resides, hunting them at the far reaches of the earth and beyond. I am a believer now. I feel it is in Doom that I have faith. The Slayer is the spear that stabs at the heart of our attackers, and those that would seek to harm us should feel warned. For there is only one dominant life form in this universe, and it carries a steel-barreled sword of vengeance. All hail the coming of the Destroyer. The Slayer's time is now.
That it? Oh. Right.
We just had the most amazing family vacation.
No. I don't want anything. No, pause. All right. Where was I? Right, Nezu, teachers, stuff like that, board meeting. All right. So when they listen to the recording, they're amazed. Apparently, this is what Nezu's theory is. Apparently, I think these people are from another world that is being attacked by hell. Azal was like, yeah, right, hell. There's no way. That's literally impossible. Neza says, well, we have the proof. Multiple standpoints. The stones, the tablets. There's nothing else we can say about this. President Mike says, well, can't somebody, just fake the audios? Neza says, this tablet is unlike any I've seen before. The technology in this is advanced. I'm going to use this for future robots. As he chuckles, getting evil ideas about making weapons and stuff from this. As then, the heroes all argue about what this is about until they come to a conclusion. This guy, the Doomslayer, is practically a hero in the world. They think it's their equivalent to All Might, even. He's the symbol of peace, but instead of peace, it's their symbol of rage. Their icon of doom. Their protector from these monstrous villains. As they don't set this off to the public because they don't want to panic them. So they just diss it. As then, it's about 10 months before, it's like the beginning of the anime. In this AU, or what if, Bakugo actually gets all for one, or one for all, because he gets shot by the sludge villain under the bridge, blah blah blah, and a bully that kind of replaces Bakugo in bully stance. Bakugo goes in, tries to save the kid. All Might goes in, punches him. The kid isn't nobody specific, he's just there. So then Bakugo gets one for all. He gets an UA, gets his top score. I might be wondering, wait, where does Deku come in this? You'll see. And the UA, the USJ attack happens. Stuff falls down, and in this what if, Mineta doesn't get expelled, but who's replacing Deku is actually Ibarra. Now, some of you might be comparing this slightly to another what if by Kirisho. By the way, love him too. He's a great guy. Never met him, but I just love his what ifs. So, you know what? How about this? Okay, hold on. In the comments, for those who want to play this little game, you will have to guess what type of chips I'm eating right now. And if you guess right, you'll get a shout out. Now, I know I'm not famous or anything. I literally have 12 subscribers. But, hey, better than nothing, am I right? So if you can guess what flavor chips they are, a hint is they're Lay's. So if you can guess what the flavor is, then you get a shout out. Find out what flavor they are, get a shout out, blah blah blah, all that. So, yeah, let's continue. The USJ happens, just all that, and we actually cut to Midoriya. It's been a while since the defeat of the Icon of Sin. Now, just saying, I won't go through the DLC or anything like that because I haven't really seen the DLC. I know, he finds the guy who gives him the power, the Argent Energy, and he eventually does meet, the demonic version of himself, the Dark Lord or whatever. You know what? In this what if, let's just say he defeats the Dark Lord and gains some of his power. So in this what if, Deku has infinite blood punch. Like, his regular punch is just like an infinite blood punch, and instead of like green or yellow, it's like red. So he has like super duper strength now. So that's interesting. And then this what if Vega, he's still around. Did Vega ever leave? Did he? No, I don't know. Vega and Dr. Samuel Hayden, I'm just going to call him Dr. Hades. Sure, Dr. Hades, yeah. Dr. Hades. Because I'm not to say Dr. Hayden, because that's just going to get annoying. So Dr. Hades. So, oh crap, what was I saying? So him, Vega, and Dr. Hayden are in the Fortress of Doom. And Deku is jamming to some BFG division in the Repertorium. Yeah, the thing is literally called the Repertorium. I love that. And he is ripping and tearing like he usually does. And then Vega calls him, saying, Doomslayer, there is important information that Dr. Hayden needs to talk to you about. The demons that were supposed to flow in are locked away, and he gets rid of the remaining demons in the room, completely ripping the head off a Titan. Or not Titan, Tyrant, I think? Yeah, Tyrant. So he goes up and goes to the main room, and Dr. Samuel Hayden does get his body back, but it's not as big. It's like, it's smaller, because they're trying to rush and stuff. By the way, Deku is super smart. He's like, yeah, Tyrant's the big thing with the horns and the half mechanical body, right? Deku is like Hayden smart. Like, he's actually a little bit smarter than Hayden. But Hayden doesn't know that. Hades doesn't know that. You know what? I might just call him Hayden because I think it's even more difficult to call him Hades. So, Hayden, he's talking to Deku, saying, Doomslayer, we found a way to travel to alternate worlds. Deku just stands there, and he gets off a vibe like, yeah, I know, we already have that technology. Hayden says, no, as in other alternate worlds. So then Deku realizes, alternate worlds. Like, wait, what did I just... Oh, crap, nope, oh no, I think I just spoiled a little bit. Alright, let's get back to this. I might spoiled what if I might be doing. Oopsies. Anyways, I might have to cut this short because I'm running low on space. So he's talking about they're able to travel to other worlds. Then Deku speaks. He hasn't spoken in the whole time he's been in the Doom world. He says, I want to go somewhere. Hayden and Vega are amazed. He says, Hayden says, did you just speak? As the Doomslayer walks over the terminal, and from there he's able to analyze alternate worlds. Hayden's trying to talk to him, saying, hey, will you answer me? As then he finds a world. He looks at it, and he then sees that it's his world. The world where he's Izuku Midoriya. Hayden says, wish to go there. It's an interesting world. Apparently people there are live in a superhuman society. Apparently it's not that. Apparently our world has some sort of link to it. As the Doomslayer says, I want to go there. Hayden looks over, still in amazement, saying, sure, Vega, make a portal there. As Vega says, transporting the fortress now. As then Deku looks at Hayden. Hayden says, we're able to move the fortress to alternate worlds, so you have a base of operations. If you wish, Doomslayer. as Doomslayer Deku nods in agreement, as now he's gonna live there from now on. As a portal opens up and the shutters on the windows close down the fortress, and then the shutters open up after a bunch of rumbling. He sees the Doom Fortress is exactly how it is, but the Earth looks different. It looks brighter. Not as scarred as it used to be. Then realized he's home. He's finally home. And that's where I'm going to leave it off. So, I'm definitely going to make a part 2 because I'm excited. And it most likely will be tomorrow. So, I just want to say people in Japan and a little bit around the world do know about the Doomslayer. They think it's just like some sort of prank, most of them, but some of them do know about the Doomslayer, and like some of them think it's like the stones or like his tale of arrival and he's coming. And there are like street preachers that are like warning people, and some people like do kind of agree with them, but some just diss them off. So yeah. So that's the end of this What If. If you guys like it, like the video. If you guys don't like it, then don't dislike it. If you dislike it, then what's wrong with you? If you don't like it, then just say stuff that's wrong. Like, I enjoy criticism. Like, tell me what's wrong, I'll work on it. Like, if I'm too quiet, then yeah, I'll be closer to the microphone. Oh god, I don't like being too close to the microphone because I feel like I'm a dick. I'm just busting your ears. So yeah. If you like it, like the video. If you subscribe, you'll get more videos. And anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.